Sunday afternoon baseball from Baltimore. Today, the finale of this three-game weekend series between the New York Yankees and the Baltimore Orioles. It's going to be fun marveling at two of the best in the game, and it's next on MLB Network. Ubaldo Jimenez starts the game on the mound for the third and final game of the series. What do we need to know here, HR?
Well, Matt, if you look at the rotation, this is the guy everybody questions how he's still in. ERA over 5 last season. But what I see is a guy that can trust. He's going to take the ball. He's going to go be out there and battle. And let's just see if maybe he can turn this trend around of inconsistency.
With that, here's a look at the Yankees starting lineup. Who stands out to you, Danny?
Well, I think all opposing pitchers are going to have their hands full with Brett Gardner. He's an imposing figure with a bat in his hands. Always seems to turn in a good at-bat, and he can do a lot of damage when he barrels up the ball.
Sends it in the air to deep left field. Kim ranging back. And that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning.
Well, he was on cruise control, just needing one more out to get out of the inning, but he came up with a plan. Base is empty. He didn't have to think about shooting one to the opposite field or shortening the swing to move the runners. He just wound up and
threw it right past him. A swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. Yankees are off and running early thanks to the solo home run. Here's the center fielder now, Adam Jones. In past meetings with Tanaka, just a 3 for 13 batting line. Taken, strike 2 called, and it's even at 2-2. Got him swinging on the split-fingered pitch, and that's out number 1. Time now to check out Buck Showalter's lineup card for the Orioles in this one. Who's the one to watch, Dan?
Well, I love watching Manny Machado do his thing. He had over 90 RBIs last year. What a great season, but I think he could do even better. His goal this year, I think it's got to be 100 runs batted in. He's that kind of a hitter.
Third baseman.
Here's Manny Machado now. He was hitless in yesterday's shutout loss, as were many of his teammates. And this will be fouled away. And he watches a splitter for a called third strike, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles. They trail this one 1-0. Here's big Aaron Judge. Couple of hits for him in 4 trips in yesterday's game. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Trumbo has a read on it, and that's the first out of the inning.
Batting 6.
Here's Didi Gregorius. He too had 3 knocks in yesterday's win. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Sent on the ground out to second. Throw to first to be in plenty of time, and Jimenez is looking sharp now. 2 away.
Batting 7. Third baseman Chase Headley.
Here's Chase Headley. He had a couple of hits in yesterday's contest. Bounced on the ground and right at the shifted infielders. Taken in by Scope. Throw on to Davis, takes care of him, and that'll end the inning. So a very good inning that time for Ubaldo Jimenez. And his club's keeping it close. It's 1-0. Here's Mark Trumbo now. He'll be the one to lead off against Masahiro Tanaka. Here's a high foul ball as it finds a lucky fan in the upper deck for a souvenir. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
All right, here's how the Yanks line up defensively. Brought to you by Majestic. And I'm looking down there at Jacoby Ellsbury. When he first broke into the big leagues, he could go get everything. Now, the arm has deteriorated a little bit over the years, but he can still go catch a ball every now and then.
Time to check our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Freddie Ferguson.
Yeah, Matt, Freddie might call a few strikes below the knees in this one, but he tends to get pretty good reviews. Players don't argue a whole lot. He's consistent. He almost never impacts the game in a negative way.
Jonathan Schoen.
A swing and a shot hit down the corner. That one is out of here. This game is tied. A solo home run here off the bat of Jonathan Schoop. First home run of the campaign for him, as the Orioles have come back to tie our score at 1.
I'll tell you, he looked like he was on cruise control, striking out the first 2 batters. But if this game teaches you anything, it's that you can never take him out for granted. Exhibit A, a homer.
A swing and a miss just out in front of that fastball. And this is fouled back and out of play. Again, a 1-2. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. Orioles able to square things up on the solo home run. We've played 2, all even at 1 apiece. A nice aerial shot there, the Inner Harbor in downtown Baltimore, as we welcome you back to the Charm City. Now at the plate, Matt Holliday. He'll be the one to lead it off against Ubaldo Jimenez. And this is hit hard to the right side, but foul. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
Kim will get there with ease as he puts it away for out number 2.
The left fielder, number 11.
Here's Brett Gardner now. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. He's ready. Now the payoff pitch. Hard liner, but picked up on a hop. Throw in time, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Bombers. Home half of the 3rd coming up. Tied at. Here's the catcher, Wellington Castillo, as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3. Swing and a miss as he starts the 3rd the same way he ended the 2nd, with a punch out, 1 away. So the bases are empty with 1 man gone, and in steps the shortstop, J.J. Hardy. Strike 2 at a pitch that catches the outside corner. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Now another 1-2. Again, he sends it out of play. Here he comes again, 1-2. Now a flare out toward right center. Judge has a long run, but he takes charge for route number 2.
The center fielder, number 10, Adam Jones.
Digging in to try it again, Adam Jones. 0 for 1 here in the early going. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. 2-3 go the Orioles. 3 full. We're tied at 1. Here's the center fielder, Jacoby Ellsbury. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning. Trying to pick things up where he left off, Starlin Castro. And he's off to a hot start in this one. Homered his first time around. Hardy at short. Reined in. On to Davis at first, and there are 2 away.
Up next for the Yankees, Patrick.
Ready for another chance? Gary Sanchez comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. That's hit to short. Does he have another 1-2-3 inning? He most certainly does. 10 straight he's retired now as that ends the inning. So the Yanks go 1-2-3 on to the bottom of the 4th, tied 1-1. Digging in for his second at bat, Hyun-Soo Kim. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner. And he's going to have room to put this one away, and that's the first out.
Third baseman, number 13, Manny Machado.
One out now in the Orioles' fourth. And standing in now, the third baseman, Manny Machado. Chop foul over towards the dugout. 1-2. Here it comes. Fought off at the plate, and we'll do it again. And he struck him out, and that's 8 strikeouts thus far.
Now batting.
Stepping in,
Right
Mark
fielder.
Trumbo. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Now a swing, and he just fouls this one away. And he's got himself another one as he picks up strikeout number 9 here, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles. 5th inning coming up, tied at 1. Here's big Aaron Judge. He'll get his side started in the inning, and Dan, so far they've been stifled offensively since the first inning.
Boy, they sure have, Matt. They came out of the gates and got hot right away, but whatever was going for them pretty much has disappeared. We'll see if they can wake it back up.
Now the 1-1 home from Jimenez. Tap down the line. That winds up foul. Oh, they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
Hey, it's not that easy to make a good hitter look that bad, but that's what happens when you can bring that fastball and ride it in on the inner half of the plate right there. You can get some pretty ugly swings.
And a fastball misses there, ball 4.
Now batting, third baseman, Chase Headley.
Here's Chase Headley. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Just 1 hit apiece for both of these clubs. Hard hit ball to second. And Headley will reach, hits a base hit. Now a long throw to third. And he is in there.
Well, they haven't done much today. This is the biggest rally they've had so far. That single moves them now to first and third. They got a chance to do some damage. They got to take advantage of this opportunity.
Matt Holliday. Oh, they have him looking awfully confused. 1-2.
Now that's what a slider's supposed to look like. Great execution. Starts off the plate and makes him reach.
Jimenez deals the 1-2. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
It's been a really rough day for this lineup. There's really no other way to say it. Not a lot of good scoring opportunities, and when they've had them, like right now, it's just been an uphill battle for them to make anything positive happen.
He's set. Here's the 3-2. Late swing and a ball line fouled into the seats past the third base dugout. The 3-2 one more time to right field and way out of here. Look at this thing go. And gone into the right field bleachers.
Yeah, he is kicking himself right now. He worked his tail off to get out of that jam and was 1 strike away from getting there, and then boom, all that work goes to waste. From 0 damage to a 3-run homer in the blink of an eye.
Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. A couple of lefties start to get loose now in the bullpen. 1-2, here it comes. Bounced softly in front of the plate. Throw is is not going to be in time to get him, and somehow he's going to wind up with an infield single.
That's an infield single on a swinging bunt. That is a thing of beauty. And not only did it land the right place, the catcher had to field it and make the play.
Here's the center fielder, Jacoby Ellsbury. He's gone down on strikes twice already in this one. And, Dan, when you know you have a chance to hand someone a hat trick for the game, is there any... And the throw is in time to get him to retire the side. Another look at the big blow for the Bombers. A 3-run home. Striding in once again, Chris Davis comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. Swing and a looper to left. Here comes Gardner. Makes the play, 1 away. There's our line score through the first 4.5, and these guys have basically had the bats taken right out of their hands. Just 1 hit to this point. Chopper, foul. Looking for his 10th strikeout. Here's the pitch. And another foul ball. Here's another 1-2. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground. To his left, Castro. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Now batting. Designated
Stepping in, Seth Smith. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. And this is going to be a foul ball.
Well, I think he's trying to get that 2-strike fastball out of the zone. Just caught too much of the plate right there. Fortunately, he fouled it off instead of putting it in the seats.
The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now. Tanaka's ready. Here's the 1-2. And he will strike him out. 10 now in the ball game, and the inning is over. Vidal Nuno will come on and make his 4th appearance in this campaign.
54, Vidal Nuno.
Here's Starlin Castro. He comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
Well, at the plate, he kind of got bailed out on that previous pitch. I think it should have been a strike. Then he goes down looking, and you really can't feel too sorry for him. Not a lot of protecting with 2 strikes there.
And now a right-hander up and throwing in the Baltimore bullpen. And that is through into center field for a 1-out single.
That is a great 2-strike approach. Spread his legs out, kept the hands back, and just punched the ball through for a ground ball base hit.
Judge.
Into the box, Aaron Judge. And here's a pitch swung on and missed. 1-2 now. 6th inning. 4-1 is our score. Swinging a ball line softly down the left field line. And this is going to get down and head for the 333 sign. And he's safe.
Well, that's what you call a 2-strike approach. Anything close, you're swinging. This ball's out of the zone, but it's something he can handle. Don't leave it up to the umpire to make the call. If you can reach it, hit it.
Into the box now, Didi Gregorius. No contact there, and it's 1-2. Dribbled to the right side. That goes foul, so he stays alive with 2 strikes. Another 1-2 delivery. And this is on the ground to first. Could be 2. Hardy for 1. On to Davis, but too late, and they'll settle for just the 1.
Up next for the Yankees.
Digging in and looking for more, Chase Headley. A hit in 2 tries so far. He's set, and the 3-1 pitch. Hit hard towards the hole. He'll go to Scope at second for the force out, and that ends the inning. A run on 2 hits for the Yankees. We'll see 8, 9, and 1 due up in the bottom. Here's the catcher, Wellington Castillo. Will start things out in their half of the 6th as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've been completely overmatched to this point. 1 hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they faced other than it's been fantastic? We'll see if that continues as we approach the later inning.
Here's the shortstop now, J.J. Hardy. He's 0 for 1 thus far. 1 and 2 now as that's in there at the knees. And he struck him out. And there's strikeout number 11 in the ball game.
He's just ringing up strikeouts left and right. But what's really impressive to me, he hasn't walked anyone either. He's just pounding the zone. His stuff is dirty today.
Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Now a ball hit pretty well to the left, but this is going to wind up in the seats foul. He'll try again, 1-2. And he's got another one here. 12 punch-outs now in the ball game, and that'll end the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Orioles. They're down 5-1. Back here on MLB Network. Yankees leading this one as we get ready to start the 7th. But before we do, here's a look at our game summary to this point. Well hit, but also well fouled into the seats and left. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. Swing and a miss at 1 in the dirt. And he makes the throw to first. Holiday is retired, and there's 1 away. Greg Bird will stand in as he's accounted for one of the biggest at-bats of the game so far. A 3-run shot back in the 5th that's really energized his ball club. Machado is there for it. 2 gone.
The batter, left fielder.
Here's Brett Gardner now. Lifetime numbers against Vidal Nuno. 1 for 4. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. On the ground up the middle. He gets dirty, but he can't make the play. It's a base hit. Digging in to try it again. Jacoby Ellsbury. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ball game. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Kim going back. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. Yanks lead 1. They're up 5-1. Ready once again, Hyun-Soo Kim. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. Here's the 1-1 delivery. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike.
1 and 2.
Hit on the ground, but foul. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Hot shot to third. Gloved by Headley. And a rather easy first out.
Third baseman number 13.
Here's Manny Machado now. He's hoping to avoid the hat trick. He struck out in each of his first 2 plate appearances so far. 7th inning here in a 5-1 ball game. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner.
He's been doing a nice job out there on the mound, but the deeper you get into the game, the more the hitters have seen you. This is the part of the lineup that he has to be really careful with.
Just lucky to make contact on that one as it's chopped foul. Again, a 1-2. And this is fouled back and out of play.
That's probably not what he wants to do with 2 strikes right there with the fastball. He is fortunate he just fouled it off.
And this one's chopped foul right at home plate. Now another 1-2. Now a flare out to left center. Gregorius onto the grass. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Now batting. Right
Digging
fielder.
in once again, Mark Trumbo. Been a strikeout victim twice in this one. And this is chopped foul near the plate, and the count will move to 1-2 now. And he's got another one. 13 strikeouts now, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles. They're down here 5-1. Michael Givens has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 60.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Starlin Castro. He was sent packing on strikes in his last trip. Line drive to center field, and Castro's got himself a base hit. With that, the Yankees have put their leadoff hitter aboard to start out the inning.
He's been looking really good. Another hit, another multi-hit game. This hot streak has been really fun to watch him perform.
They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out. Striding in once again, Aaron Judge. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. 1-1, here it comes. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1. 5-1 our score as we play the 8th. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. He's set. Here's the 2-2. And he gets under the 2-2 a bit as this is sent in the air out to straightaway central. And Jones will handle this one for route number 2. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up. A look at our line score there for Memorial Park. Yankees lead this one here in the 8th as the O's will get a couple of more cracks before this one's all said and done. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. He's set, and the 2-2 pitch. It's a swinging bunt up the line, but it gets foul. 5 runs, 8 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Castro rounds the corner and is headed home. Here's the tag from Castillo. They got him at the plate. 1 left for the Yankees. They lead this one, though, 5-1. Here's Chris Davis now. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. And some action out in the Yankee bullpen now as a right-hander starts to loosen up. Hit high but foul as that'll get in amongst the fans.
Oh, that's one he's going to want back right there. A fastball right in your wheelhouse, and you foul it.
There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone.
Matt, I thought he might be in jeopardy of walking the guy here for the first time in this game. Went down 3-0, but he's come all the way back 3-2 now, and I think he'll just make the guy put it in play or put one on the corner. He's going that good.
Struck him out and make it 14 punch-outs now in the game.
This has not been a weekend to remember for him. He's just been completely lost at the plate, flailing all over the place. Now that's his 6th strikeout of the series. They've really got him figured out.
Now. And this one's tapped foul at home plate. Going for strikeout number 15. Lays off 2-2 now.
And it's late in his afternoon of work, and the longer this at bat goes, the better of chance of him making a mistake. But as a guy starts to tire, they're more likely to leave the ball up. But man, he's been good so far.
High in the air into shallow left center. Gregorius is there for it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Boy, he showed some pretty good range, heading pretty deep into the outfield to bring that one down. Thought the outfielder might call him off, but he clearly had it under control.
Here's Seth Smith now. 2 away here in the 8th, and time's running out on him, Danny.
Yeah, they don't have a lot of outs left to work with, so it's time for someone to make something happen if they're going to get back into this thing.
And this is going to be a foul ball. 1 run, just 1 hit, and no errors for the Orioles so far. Goes the other way, and this is in the air out to left. Gardner's after it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Chase Headley will be the one to start us off when we return. It's the Yankees 5 and the Orioles 1. TJ McFarland enters from the pen to start the 9th inning, as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. A fastball right down the middle for a strike.
Wow, not sure what you're looking for right there, but that one was pretty much middle center cut. Tough pitch to take.
And the sinking fastball called strike 3, and that's out number 1. Matt Holliday standing in now. 3 at-bats for him in this one, all ending with him going down on strikes. And he'll strike out here yet again, as it's been a ball game to forget thus far. 4 strikeouts. Ready for another shot now. Greg Bird. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Oh, and ouch, that one drilled him. Safe at first. A good effort to recover there, and he almost made the play, but that's a base hit.
Man, was he flying down the line right there. Now, I know there's 2 outs, and he's not quitting. Maybe this is a rally starter with the 2-out infield single.
Ready for another chance? Brett Gardner. A couple of singles for him in 4 trips for him this afternoon. And that misses, ball 4, so it's first and second now with 2 out.
Center fielder, Jacoby Ellsbury.
Here's the center fielder, Jacoby Ellsbury, looking to change his fortunes here. 0 for 4 with 2 strikeouts so far in the game. A pause and the 0-2. Softly on the line to third, but little trouble handling this one down there at third, as that will end the inning. Yanks strand a pair. They're up 5-1. Here's the catcher, Wellington Castillo. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one. Dylan Betances is out from the bullpen now, as he'll be making his first appearance of this young season.
Betances.
The 0-2 delivery. Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. 1 away. Here's the shortstop now, J.J. Hardy. Previous history against Dylan Betances, 0 for 5. He's set, and the 1-2 pitch. Now a swing and a chopper foul right at home plate. Here he comes again, 1-2. Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Here's another 1-2. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen. Stepping in, Adam Jones. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the 9th. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
You could just see that the confidence is radiating off of them out there right now. That's 6 wins in a row, and this looks like a train that's not about to slow down anytime soon.
5-1 the final total in today's game. Masahiro Tanaka earns the win, his second.